Hello YouTube, it's your boy Master Cyclone Chief from Team Darkside. I'm over here with my boy Voto Saka. Say what's up, dude? Hey, what's up? And I'm over here with my bro Vicente. Say what's up, Vicente?
What's up, guys?
Hey, aka Mr. Tap That. I'm just fucking with you. Alright guys, so this is Vicente's first time on our channel. He's bringing us a spicy deck. What you got for us, bro?
I got Dragonmaids for y'all, post-eternity code. So, alright, so starting off, you got your triple Kitchen Dragonmaid. It's a staple. It's a 3-of, it's your searcher, it pretty much does everything for you. So, 3 Kitchen Dragonmaids. Since I did say post-eternity code, we got triple Chamber Dragonmaid. Same deal, this is one of your second starters basically. Searches as spell or trap for Dragonmaids. It's something Dragonmaid has really needed.
How hard was it to get those?
Actually, okay, so my first box that I opened for Eternity Code, I actually pulled one, and I was able to trade for the other 2. So not as hard to pull as I thought it was going to be, but I'm thankful for that.
Alright.
So, yeah, 3 Chamber Dragonmaids.
Because I heard it's like at 30-something bucks.
It actually dropped. It should be somewhere closer to the 20s, but I didn't think it was going to drop, but it did, so thank God it did. We got 2 Nurse Dragonmaids.
Only 2?
Yep, only 2. Just because this card at the start of the duel and by itself really does nothing. It's because it special summons a Dragonmaid from the grave that's level 4 lower. So you really want to have something else in the grave before you have this in your hand. So it's a definite 2-of in the deck. This is your 3rd starter, your Parlor Dragonmaid. I call it basically the Salamangre Gazelle of this deck. It dumps any Dragonmaid card. It can put your fusion spell in the grave. It can put any other Dragonmaid in the grave. So it's a really good 3-of.
So it's a foolish barrier.
Basically, it's a foolish barrier. You're right. For some of the more competitive aspect of the deck, you got triple Ash Blossom. Again, yep, with the superior artwork, Team Tiny Feet. We're out here.
You know those pedophiles that like the tiny feet.
Oh my god. Well, not shout out not to Team Tiny Feet for sure.
For who? Who's that shout out to?
No one. Good. All right, we got 2 for the big dragons. We got 2.
That is probably one of my favorite art right there. I love the art on that
card. Keck, 2 Dragonmaid Ernest, 1 Dragonmaid Lorpar.
Why only 1?
So this card, it's good, but it's not as good as these 2 because these 2 have quick effects, whereas this one, it's essentially an effect veiler. It turns off your opponent's effects for the turn, or at least activated effects. Let me clarify that. But these 2 actually, like, this is an honest for the deck. It gives 2,000 attack to any Dragonmaid if it's discarded, and then this one special summons.
So why only 2 of those?
Because again, it's the same deal with like Nurse. You don't really want to see too many of these in your hand because by themselves they do nothing.
Okay.
You really want.
You want to summon them from the deck, basically.
You want to summon them from the graveyard or the deck, either one.
All right.
So you got those. Of course, since we run the Dragon Link stuff in our extra deck,
that's the king of all dragons.
We gotta have 1 red MD for sure.
Errata incoming.
Basically, and it makes me sad, but I mean it's needed. And then this is kind of my own kind of tech in the deck.
Errata effect change.
Yeah. So it's once per turn, like completely.
What?
Yeah. And then this is my own kind of personal tech. It's Feedran, the Winds of Mischief. So this card
it should have been a Dragonmaid.
It essentially should have. Like its effect really lends itself to being played in Dragonmaids. It lets you on your opponent's turn switch a monster to attack or defense, and then brings itself back to the hand, which triggers off House's effect. And it's summonable off of Hieratic Seal, so it gives you basically a double interruption on your opponent's turn.
Oh, nice.
So we got that. All right, on to our spells. We've got 3 Dragonmaid Hospitality. This is our Monster Reborn. This is our archetype exclusive Monster Reborn, and it's also a Foolish Burial because it lets you special summon 1 from the hand or grave and then dump another Dragonmaid that has the same attribute but a different level. So
hey, it's a Foolish Reborn.
basically, a Foolish Reborn. And then we got 1 Dragonmaid Welcome. This card is actually not that great, but it's good in the moment. So you can send it to the grave to stop your Dragonmaids from being targeted for the turn. And you can also, when you have two or more Dragon Maids on the field, you can bring a Dragon Maid card from your graveyard back to your hand. So it helps you recur, but essentially you don't really want to have more than one of this in the deck.
Okay, I can see why.
You got one Dragon Maid changeover. This is your fusion. I considered running it at 2 just because DD Crow's a thing, and if this thing gets hit by DD Crow, you can't really bring out your big dragons, and it really sucks. I know some builds run like the Dragon Mirror, but to me, it's just not worth it. I think this is just at 1. If you can run it at 2, it's not that bad. But yeah, so you got that one.
You can side it.
Or you could side the second one, you're right. So, like I said about Guard Dragons earlier, we run triple World Legacy Guard Dragon. It's another Monster Reborn for the deck, and then it just kind of helps you go into your plays for the Dragon Link combo. So that's pretty self-explanatory. For the more competitive side of it, you've got triple Cosmic Cyclone.
Yes. Wait a minute, is that one not shiny?
No. I hope I got them all. Yeah.
Okay.
These are all.
I was about to say.
These are all the secret rares. I try to be very careful about that. So no, yeah. So any problematic spells and traps, you can get rid of them with Cosmic, and it banishes them. So against your Eldritch players, you can hit a lot of their traps, and they don't get to recur them later on. You got triple Called by the Grave.
Look at that.
Simply because this deck is very, very vulnerable to hand traps.
Especially Ash Blossom, you don't want to get hit by that.
Ash Blossoms, Effect Veilers, anything that
DD Crow especially.
DD Crow, you don't want it. So
that's definitely for DD Crow. You don't want that card to get hit.
You never want your cards to get hit in the grave. So Called by the Grave. All right, we're on to our trap cards. We got 2 Dragon Maid Downtime. I have seen a lot of builds.
Is that the new one?
No. This came out originally with the Dragon Maid cards, but I've seen a lot of builds run this at 1 or not run it at all, and I really don't understand why. Because this is not only a searcher, but it's also your out to cards like Mystic Mine, where it's like really, or any floodgates in general. It's any really oppressive spells and traps that your opponent may have. This lets you get rid of them and lets you bring a Dragon Maid back to your hand. So this card is really good. And then to round off the main deck, of course, triple Impermanence. I actually just picked these up today in German. They're really cool, but yes, Impermanence.
Alright, man. Is there anything you would change from the main deck?
Not right now at the moment. Probably with some new support in the future. We do have the Chamber Dragon Maid's Big Dragon coming out at some point in a future set, so maybe I'd add that to the deck.
They're adding more cards to the Dragon Maid?
No, well, we're essentially all of the smaller dragons have bigger dragons, and Chambers we haven't seen it yet, so until they release it, we don't.
You know that one's going to be overpowered because it's you.
I hope so. I hope it's overpowered. We're going to move on to our extra deck too.
Alright, let's get straight into it.
Triple House Dragon Maid, since we are playing a pure variant.
That's the bread and butter
of Dragon Maid. This is, again, like you said, your bread and butter. During your standby phase, you can target another Dragon Maid to special summon one from hand or grave with a level higher or lower. And when a Dragon Maid comes back to your hand, you can pop a monster. So, really solid card. It's especially in a pure build. It's a solid 3 of. And another solid 3 of is, of course, its bigger self, the triple Dragon Maid shoe that came out in Eternity Code. It's a negate for you.
Oh yes, that's a new dog.
It has a similar effect that lets you special summon Dragon Maids from your hand or graveyard. So for sure 3 of. You got your.
What thing? Do they have a deck for like Dragon Knights?
Dragon Knights, no, but that Drogma series that's coming out in the new set is somewhat close to that.
It's like Warriors riding dragons?
I think. I'm not completely sure. Don't quote me on that.
Wait, no, they have Dragoonities, right?
Yeah, Dragoonity is.
Okay, because that's another one I wouldn't mind making that up.
Oh, yeah. You're getting another structure deck.
Yeah, alright.
They are. And then we got our Dragon Link stuff.
There you go.
Yugioh, LP Pisty.
All these are extenders, right?
Mm-hmm. It's your classic Dragon Link set.
Wait, aren't you missing one dragon there?
My boy, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's Agripane? Yeah. Agripane
Jail.
is unfortunately in Konami jail. They're not letting him out. If he was out, he would definitely be in this deck because it would just be another negate.
Oh, definitely.
So, but yeah, I don't think it's coming
You're
back.
not running that red ice link monster?
No, not in this one. But I do have
Oh,
the
there it is.
playset of Heradic Seal.
Woo.
Because this is another interruption that you can place on the board. And
This is the card that slips everybody's hands.
No, yeah, it's a non-targeting, non-destruction removal. It's basically once, you know, that new Red Eyes Dragoon card comes out, this is basically the deck's only out to it. Because everything else just gets run over or it can't target it. So
That card is going to go up in price.
it is a triple for sure. And then we've got one Hope Harbinger.
38, number 38.
Because it's 2 level 8 dragons, which is really easy to
I'm
put out.
surprised that card never got hit. I like that it never got hit.
Oh no, it's 2 level. This one?
Yeah.
I mean, its effect is not too oppressive.
Yeah.
It's a spell negate, but it's still pretty
It's
good.
just underlined.
Yeah. And then, but I actually got it wrong. It's actually 2 monsters, not 2 dragons.
Yeah, 2 level 8.
Yep. And then the last 2 cards are True King of All Calamities.
Ooh, yeah.
So House Dragonmaid is a level 9, and getting 2 House Dragonmaid, you happen to have one of these, and then you get out another one after a negate. You can just overlay them into True King, and then stun your opponent for a turn. So.
All right, man. Is there anything you would change out of your extra deck?
Not right now at the moment. Like I said, until more support comes out, I think that's a pretty solid ratio for all the cards in there right now.
Alright, man. Like, that was a nice deck profile. I really appreciate it. Any shouts out to anybody, man?
Nope, just shout out to Galaxy Gaming for being a awesome card shop here in Houston. I hope you guys check them out. They're really cool. So
Yeah. Alright. Any shout outs to no one else?
no, I think we're good, man.
Well, I'm going to do a shout out myself. Shout out to the rest of Team Darkside that's not here right now, to Team Eclectic Nerds. I will be leaving a link in the description to their Instagram, Facebook, and their channels, so go check them out, give them some love. Alright, this was my boy,
Vicente.
aka Mr. Tapnet, and Voto Saka and Master Sign from Team Darkside signing out. Deuce.